Hey y'all, join us today as we head to Liberty Baptist Church Cemetery. The cemetery is located in Tennga, Georgia. We're specifically going to visit the graves of Daniel Lee Pack and Kayla Cheyenne Silvers. Sadly, 24 years ago, Tennga, Georgia made news headlines because a school bus carrying 7 students to Northwest Elementary crossed in front of a southbound CSX train. Out of the 7 students, only 4 would survive. I'm going to insert a clip from a local news broadcast explaining more about that day.
And one of the deadliest crashes involving a school bus rocked our viewing area, and in fact, it remained the deadliest until today. John Madewell joins us now to tell us more about the tragic Tennga bus crash. John.
Well, Kim, just like today, agony overwhelmed parents. The crash involved the bus crossing in front of a train in the small community of Tennga, where Murray County, Georgia and Polk County, Tennessee come together. The early morning crash killed 3 North Georgia elementary school children.
The tragedy on the tracks began about 6:30 this morning when school bus number 9808 from Northwest Elementary School in Murray County, Georgia, tried to turn around after crossing into Polk County, Tennessee.
And that impact was so powerful, it literally knocked the carriage of the bus off its frame.
Retired News Channel 9 anchor Bob Johnson and the late Mary Ellen Loker told viewers of the horrible crash. School bus driver Rhonda Clower was driving 7 children to Northwestern Elementary on bus 9808. They never made it. Clower crossed in front of an oncoming train. A federal investigation followed.
I'm expressing my condolences and sympathy to this community that has been so impacted by this tragedy. And of course, letting them know that it will be fully investigated.
The crash killed 2 children on the scene. Another died at the hospital. The 4 others were severely injured, including Clower's own daughter. Joe Brown was one of the first on the scene.
I just heard a big explosion, you know what I mean? It's more like, a big boom like thunder.
The investigation concluded that loud music was blaring on the bus and Clower never yielded to the train. At the time, it was a 1-lane crossing with no crossing arms. The eyewitness knew then what Chattanooga parents feel now.
See parents, crying and screaming, is my kid all right, my baby's on that bus, what do you tell them?
Now, Rhonda Clower pleaded guilty to 3 counts of criminally negligent homicide and 4 counts of reckless assault. That crossing now has crossing arms. We'll be back in a couple of moments.
We are approaching the train crossing where the tragedy occurred. The 3 white crosses represent each life that was lost too soon. And here are the graves of Daniel Lee Pack and Kayla Cheyenne Silvers. Kayla Cheyenne Silvers. She was born November 16, 1993, and passed away March 28, 2000. She was only 6 years old. And this is the grave of Daniel Lee Pack. He was born April 30th, 1990 and passed away March 28, 2000. He was only 9 years old. And now we'll visit the rest of the cemetery. We are here at Cisco Baptist Church Cemetery to visit the grave of Amber Dawn Pritchett. Now, I could have parked over at the church, but I decided to park at the little pull-off closest to her grave. Amber didn't pass away at the scene. She passed away the next day at the hospital as a result of her injuries.